he just made it obvious we need to play by his rules. So that's how we try to keep him happy all the time, and that's how it works for him every day. After the Super Saturday win, he won the Blue Point Sprint, which was a really big thing. He impressed everyone, and it was a big thing for the next race. It was a little bit of pressure on us because he was the favorite of the race, but the preparation for this race was lovely. Everything went on the way how we wanted, so we expected him to run a blinder, and he did. He's a really big fighter. He has a heart of a lion, so he's a really nice little horse. The preparation is going on for the World Cup now, but obviously it's a bit harder race for him. Loads of really good horses are coming from all over the world, like America and Australia. So we expect it to be a harder race for him, but I'm pretty sure he will try his best. It's a really big team effort from back home as well. Like, it's not just me behind this horse, it's a whole team behind this horse, and obviously everyone is so proud of us, what we're doing in here and what he does, especially for the team. So yeah, I'm just the lucky person to be in here with him, but there's a whole team behind him. Before I came out to Dubai, I was thinking about to buy a red suit for the colors, and then it turned out to be a lucky one, so yeah, it stayed with me now. After his Blue Point win, owner Michael, he just told me that now you need to wear it as long as he wins, and he won on Super Saturday, so I need to wear it for the World Cup as well. In here now it's quiet because everyone gone home. Just the World Cup horses stayed. It's quiet at the moment. I only have West Acre left in here now. So today I woke up, I gone to the training track grass because he's galloping today, so I went to check the grass, and then I'll head down to the stables now, check his legs, give him his medications, and then tack him up and take him out to the gallop. He settled in really well and really quickly. I think he matured both mentally and physically as well over the winter in here, and his results show it as well. So we are really happy with him. He acclimatized so quickly, so he's not an easy ride, but it's not because he's keen or anything. He's having a really good mindset. So I wouldn't say it's too hard, just you need to be bright all the time, because he's a really reactive horse. He's reacting on sounds and everything. So it's rather this part, like he's a happy horse, he will react, he will throw a leg, so that's the harder part, not the cantering. He's always really forward in the canters, but as a professional, if he doesn't need to do much, he's not going to do much.
Very best of luck to Milan on Saturday. I really enjoyed doing that feature, and you can just see how much he loves West Acre, and hopefully we can see a replay of him winning the Nadal Shiva Turf Sprint. Now, Veronica, he's been very dominant in Meydan, but his last two wins were over 5 furlongs. Now the Quoz Sprint now is 6 furlongs. Do you think that could be an issue?
The way I see it, so he won, like you said, we see it here, he's winning over 5 furlongs. But the way he wins going away, which is probably a sign that he can go a bit further. So it's hats off. They are taking the chance in Quoz. He's a 3-year-old. He only ran, I think, about 6 times. And it's like what he achieved already. You see how they tell you they're so proud of what he's done already. It's just amazing to hear. And then they're going for the biggest sprint race on the turf on the big day here in Dubai. It's brave, and I cross my fingers for them.
Me too. I literally have goosebumps thinking about it. And a horse that we were talking about before the beginning of the show that we're both really looking forward to is horse number 3, How Deep Is Your Love, for John Size and James McDonald will be riding. He's looked absolutely stunning in the mornings, like a bull.
Yeah, you're lucky you've seen him live. I haven't had that chance yet, but I hope to get a glimpse of him before the big day. But I've watched his replay from back home, and I just love his running style. He can sit I think they can put him. He's a stalker, so he's not gonna be on the lead. But and you see pictures of him here. You know, he's a happy horse, ears pricked, cantering around there like he's 3 years old as well. So he seems like he's enjoying Dubai. Look at this; it's just amazing to see them out there. But really... the way he's running, he targets, and then when he goes, and I've seen him go through gaps that's, you know, tight, and he just seems like a very, very brave horse.
And James McDonald is a fantastic booking on him.
Not a minus to have him on the back.
Exactly. Also, hopefully we can have a look at horse number 9, Believing, for William Buick and George Bowie. Aidan O'Brien only has the one runner, but John Magner, this is his second horse of the night.
This is a filly that's a little bit of a madam. I had the chance to see her back in November in Del Mar for the Breeders' Cup, and at times, she would refuse to go to the track and train. Unfortunately, on the Breeders' Cup turf sprint, she flipped the gates and was never in the race. But the time she actually decided to go on the track, she looked gorgeous. And I saw her this morning, and she looked like she settled in really well. I love the way she's carrying herself. Like, she kind of goes a bit low with her head and, you know, like grinds it out. And she's a model of consistency. I mean, she doesn't run a bad race. The only question with Quoz this year, I think there's a lot of horses coming back from a break. So, you know, you don't really know how well prepared they are. But this filly is, I love it when they have a little bit of quirk, and I think that's what makes them special.
Exactly. And yeah, she seems to be a bit more settled here at Meydan than she did in Del Mar. Hopefully she's acclimatized a bit better, and that can show in her race. I just want to touch quickly on horse number 5, Marban. He takes a bit of a step down in trip. Will he be quick enough for this race?
Good question.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's one of the local hopes in here. And it's clearly that they have high thoughts of this horse from the beginning. I mean, he was already good before he came to the UAE, and now he's had a season in UAE. I just find it sometimes horses kind of settle after a year and they improve, like take it even a notch up. And the way he's won over 7, he jumped and stalked the leaders, and he's traveling well behind them. So I don't think this will be a problem. And I'm sure they had this race as a target the whole season. And actually, the more I look at this horse, the more I fancy it.
Well, that was kind of my feeling as well. And we actually had Marban and Sadati, both of the Jabal Ali Stables runners, here this morning. Unfortunately, Michael Costa was nowhere to be seen. I think it would have been a bit of a media frenzy if he did come, but both the horses looked really well. Moving on to race number 5, we'll take you through the runners and riders of the UAE Derby. Horse number 1 is Admire Daytona for Christophe Lemaire. Horse number 2, Dawn in the Mood for Rusi Sakai. Horse number 3 is Dragon for Yutakataki. Horse number 4 is for Wathnan Racing. It's Flood Zone for Florent Garreau and Brad Cox. Horse number 5 is Galactic Star. Ty Gaucher takes the ride back off Richie Mullen, and that's trained by Bupat Seymour. Horse number 6, Heart of Honour for Jamie Osborne, ridden by his daughter Safi. Horse number 6 is Rafid for John Velasquez and Doug Watson. Horse number 6 is Shin Forever. And horse number 9, the only filly in the race, is Queen Azteca for Carlos Lopez and Niels Peterson. And we can see the gate draws for them as well. Only the field of 9 going forward in this contest, over 1,900 meters on the dirt for $1 million US. A lot on the line there. But a very exciting race. I feel like as we go through the races, they're getting more and more intense. A horse that I wanted to talk about first is Galactic Star, who won the Nadal Sheba Trophy for Bupat Seymour. Obviously, the stable jockey Ty Gaucher will be back on board, so that's always a good thing.
That's a good thing, and he proved that he stays the distance. What's interesting, that he has a wide draw. They're going to put the blinkers on him for the first time, and he has to be going forward from this draw. He won well when he won the Al-Bastakia, but, you know, Heart of Honor was getting closer for every stride.
Very close indeed. And yeah. I got the chance to speak to Jamie Osborne this morning, and he seemed cool, confident. He was more impressed that his daughter, Safi Osborne, managed to get Heart of Honor up that close, and he's really looking forward to seeing her ride and how she can perform on the day as well.
Yeah, to me, he's the best horse in the field. The way he's performed here so far. I know he's been second in the Albacete, he's been second in the Guinness, but if you watch back the replays, he didn't have the luckiest trips around there. If you see the 2000 Guinness, he was second to last, and he went around them all during the last turn and still finished the strongest of all of them. So I just think he deserves the win. I mean, he's been so consistent since he came back out here, and it's going to be interesting. Obviously, it's not that many horses in the gate this time, so if he needs to go around them all, he might be able to, but who knows? The only thing that I know they tried it. I saw a video of him with the blinkers jumping from the gates, because he's also having blinkers for the first time. But sometimes you never know how the youngsters, you never know. But from what I've seen, he handled it well. They jumped him from the gates with the blinkers on. He was still relaxed, took it all in, and yeah, I think he's the winner.
And from a jockey point of view, where would you like to be placed in the gates for this race? I mean, it seems kind of tricky.
Yeah, that kind of depends a little bit on your horse, how much gate speed your horse has. And there is a few that's going to go forward, like Floodstone, you mentioned from Brad Cox and Florent Giroux, which is a good combination as well. I mean, they win a lot of races, but he's probably going to go forward. Heart of Honor he's not fast, so he's going to have to do a lot of work. The Japanese, that Shin Forever, he's fast. He's probably going to be up there. Galactic Star from Gate 9, he will have to do so. So it's going to be some pace there, and that's going to suit Heart of Honor, I think.
Yeah, plenty of tactics will need to be done. And so will horse number 9, Queen Azteca for Niels Petersen. Wow. How brave that she's the only filly in the race. And how many horses did you say there were in Norway in total?
I know. I am so proud of this filly. She has improved every run she's done. She's winning the Oaks. I mean, when they turned for home, she was miles behind the leader, and she just kept on going and won, I mean, comfortable in the end. So she has improved from every run. Niels Petersen, the trainer, he thinks there's still some improvement in her. So it's very exciting that they are taking the chance against the boys, and fingers crossed, if it goes too fast during the race, she can have a sharp finish.
I really hope so. And I spoke to Niels Petersen on the track yesterday morning. Let's see what he had to say.
Well, she's been very well. She's been here all winter, and she's just gone from strength to strength, really. She loves the weather here. She loves the surroundings, and I would say she keeps improving.
And how's she taking to the track? Obviously, the weather is different from where she comes from. Do you think that she improves here compared to back home?
Yeah, she's improved all along here, and she loves the surface here. So I have no complaints for that. I mean, she's been good the whole season here, and we're hopeful. But I know she's up against the boys, and of course it's a tough task. But she's got a good will to race.
Are you worried that she's up against the boys, or do you think that she could come out on top possibly?
You're always worried. I mean, it's of course. I mean, not many fillies have taken on the boys in the Derby, but then again, she's a big, strong filly, and like I say, she likes it here, and yeah, we're here, so why not take our chance? And of course, we're hoping for a big run, and if you have a big run, I think she can get involved.
At the beginning of the carnival season, were you expecting that Queen Azteca would make it into the Derby?
No, I mean, we're always looking at being an Oaks horse, of course, and but again, I say she just got better and better, and winning the Oaks, and with an unfortunate run for her side, really, we didn't suit her that race. And then you look at the times, and you look at the opposition, of course, and before, okay, we'll give it a shot. It might not be the strongest Derby ever seen, but yeah, well, of course, it's very competitive, but we take our chance, and then we'll see what happens on Saturday.
And what are your plans for her after Dubai?
We're still in the consideration of going to America to go to Kentucky Oaks. We want to see her run. If we're happy with what we see, we might do that. Otherwise, she will hit home to Scandinavia and look into a classic season back home.
That is a huge achievement from our Norwegian trainer. And Veronica, how many horses did you say were in Norway in total?
I was going to come to that. 250 horses. So Norway is a really small racing nation, and that we have a runner on World Cup night is just, I am so happy.
Best of luck to the team with Queen Azteca. We'll take you through the runners and riders of race number 6. It is the Dubai Golden Shaheen. Horse number 1 is Colour Up for Saeed Hashish. Horse number 2 is Drew's Gold. Number 3 is Eastern World. Horse number 4, Jasper Crone, is a non-runner. Horse number 5 is Koshiri Joe. Horse number 6, Nakatomi. Horse number 7 is Remake. Horse number 8 is Royal Commando. Number 9 is Straight No Chaser. Horse number 10 is Super Chow. Horse number 11 is our local superstar Tuz. Horse number 12 is American Stage. And our last horse, number 13, is Dark Saffron. Really good, strong lineup there for this race. And you can just see the gate draws as well. This is shaping up to be, I think, my favorite race of the night. It's super exciting. A lot of horses to take on. I cannot wait to see Tuz versus Straight No Chaser versus Nakatomi. I mean, it's going to be a really good one.
This is like the clash of the sprint titans, and it's so exciting. We have the local star Tuz, the locally trained star, and he's unbeaten since he won the Golden Shaheen last year. And then we have the Breeders' Cup sprint winner, Straight No Chaser. He went to Saudi, he won there. So this is going to, I just hope this race pans out. When they turn for home, they're head and head, and it's going to be a battle to the line.
That will be amazing. And hopefully we can see the replay of Tuz winning the Mahab Al Shamal race. Like you said, he's been unbeaten since this time last year, 5 on the bounce. Do you think that it's because there's been no one good enough in the UAE to challenge him?
I think he's really good. So he deserves all the glory he can get, because he has been, I mean, he's been very, very, very good. He's winning going away, you know, like the way he won Golden Shaheen last year was jaw-dropping. He just left them. So I just think he's too good for them. So that's why this race this year is very exciting, because now it's different contenders. We have another champion coming in. They're going to take each other on. It's just the buildment of excitement is just crazy.
And we spoke to the trainer, Bhupat Seymour. Let's see what he has to say.
Tuz, he's had a long season, but a good season. Unbeaten so far. Like I said before, I think he created history by winning all the sprint races. And it's going to be a good race. Hopefully all horses get there healthy. It's going to be a good race between him and Straight No Chaser and many, many other horses. I think it's a good field of horses. I mean, look, Tuz talks for himself. You know, he's done everything right this year, and Tig knows him really well. He's been on him since, I don't know, since he was a 2-year-old. So he knows him really well.
Well, that was Bhupat Seymour on Tuz. And I want to touch on horse number 6, Nakatomi, for Wesley Ward, last seen at Breeders' Cup in November. So a bit of a break since then.
Yeah, that's another horse coming back from a break, which is always it puts a question mark, you know, next to the horse. But he's another horse that's very consistent. He always runs a good race as well. But he comes off the pace, so that the two titans is going to take each other on might be perfect for this horse. And he ran a very good race last year. You see him coming way out in the tractor together with the Remake. They were finishing side by side, and they were both flying home. But still, Tuz was gone.
Yeah. I mean, I would really love to see a local horse winning this race, but I do hope we have a battle between him and Straight No Chaser. But I spoke to the assistant trainer of Wesley Ward the other morning on Nakatomi.
And it's the second year in a row that I'm coming over to Dubai with Nakatomi, representing Wesley, and so it's pretty good. He did really well last year, coming from behind and outside of the track, and ended up being third, so we're really happy with that. And he trained well all season, give him a couple of breaks, and he won the great one in Saratoga over the summer, which was a pretty good race to win. And he didn't run his best in the Breeders' Cup, but we gave him a break, and we've been back in training in Florida with him all winter. And then we're training him into the race for this Golden Shaheen this year, and he's very fresh and happy, and he settled well in Dubai. He had a piece of work with Kieran Fallon, not junior, the whole one, and then it was lovely, and then it came back good, and then it was first day back from the breeze, and very happy with him, very fresh. So all eyes on the Golden Shaheen now, coming after the other two.
Yeah, you ride him every day, and he looks like a bit of a handful sometimes in the morning, especially today.
Yeah, he's been here for a couple of days before like all the action started here, and he was really good and really quiet and well behaved. And then he had a day off yesterday after the breeze, and today, I mean, there's a lot of action here, and then they all together, it was a little happy and fresh, which we like. We like him to be that way, and then show us that he's in good shape and he's looking spectacular as well. So very happy.
Have you seen any of the local contenders for the Golden Shaheen? It's shaping up to be one of the strongest races on the card.
Oh yeah, that's a strong card. Like of course, like the trainer chaser, it's gonna be the one to get after, and he's doing everything good and he's training excellent as well, and he's an American contender. So we've been following him in America, especially it's like my friend is the director and manager of my research, and so she's coming over. So it's like we're in against each other. It's pretty good. But and Touz, obviously, I mean, he beat us last year, and that was very impressive. I cannot wait to see the post draw and see what we get, and I think that's going to decide a lot of things on this race. So fingers crossed and see what we can do. But strong race.
And I cannot wait to see Nakatomi and Straight No Chaser as well, who won the Breeders' Cup Dirt Sprint. And hopefully we can see a replay of him winning the Saudi Dirt Sprint. Now, Veronica, you were in Del Mar watching him win in America. What were your impressions of him then?
He's just a naturally very fast horse. You know, he won the Breeders' Cup Sprint from, I think it was draw 8, and now he's draw 9. So, and he went 3 wide around the bend, so he still beat them. So he's a very, very good horse. And he's, I mean, what a story it would be if he won. He has, I think, 900 plus owners. So it's, and I saw a lot of them this morning. So some of them are here, not all 900, but yeah, what a story that would be as well if he could win. But he's a very fast horse. My husband, Antonio Fresta, has been on him a few times as well, and he says this is a bullet.
Well, I'm so excited to see him. But also we have Drew's Gold, and Julio Olascaga gives us his thoughts on him.
Well, we are happy that Drew's Gold is running the Golden Shaheen. It's a really nice horse. Was a little bit unlucky last time out in the Mahabal Shimal in Super Saturday. He missed the start and then he had no chance after. But his first run here in the UAE was pretty good, and we thought that he was still not ready for the race. And even though he finished in 5 or 6 lengths to Taz, which was a really good race. So we expect that if he manages to jump well and follow the race, he will be a good contender for the race also. He had a strong gallop on Monday, and now he will take it easy until the race. Probably will do something on Saturday, but he's ready for that. It's a really nice horse, really straightforward. His only issue has been the gate, really, and we are confident that if he manages to jump well, which we've been already working him on that, he should be a good contender for.
The Golden Shaheen is shaping up to be one of the most exciting races on the card. But let's have a look at mine and Veronica's predictions for the 3 races just mentioned and the World Cup as well. I think we've agreed on a lot of the races. You've put Queen Azteca. I hope she does well.
That's just because I'm Norwegian. But I do think she runs a big race.
And we both have Forever Young in the World Cup, but you have Imperial Emperor. I do love this horse, honestly. I think that he is the second strongest that Bupat Seymour has behind Tuz.
Yeah, I just think he's an improving horse, and he's an exciting horse for the future. Maybe he won't win the World Cup this year, but they're gonna have a lot of fun with that horse.
Well, best of luck to all connections running on Saturday. And if you've been watching at home, thank you so much. It's been the 2nd episode of Race to the Dubai World Cup. I'm Shamila Hanley, and I hope to see you here tomorrow. In the heart of Dubai, the world's greatest race awaits. Only the fastest. Only the fastest. The finest. The fiercest. The fiercest will make it to the top.